go to my website right here. And also don't forget to do these items right here, especially this one and this one, so that you know when I go live, so that you can hop on and say hey and just have a good time and watch some fun artwork. Hey Dan, how are you? I always know when my grandson is on because I start seeing all these little icons. He likes emojis. Okay, so the very first one we're going to do, now this one, it says that it is coming back soon. So I'm assuming that this one might be one that's coming out pretty soon. So we're going to go ahead and do it on this side. Okay, now this particular board I picked up at Aldi. And I can't even remember now what it had on it, but it was double-sided. It was, I know one of them had like, I don't know, had like apple orchard or something on it. And then the other one had something else on the back. I don't remember. Have no idea. Painted both sides. Hubs painted both sides. And then I decided that I did not want this particular side white after I already painted white, because I want to do this on here, and I wanted it to be kind of a vintagey, rustic, kind of spooky look. So I kind of did a streaking of some chalk paint. I just used Kills chalk paint that I got at Walmart. You can also use, I use a lot of like the folk art, like this home decor chalk when I can get it. This one is empty. But they didn't have the colors I wanted, so I ended up just buying a whole can. And I think it was like $19 or something. So I bought like a whole can of this one. And it's toasted poppy seed. So it's more of a gray than a black, which kind of gave me what I wanted with the whole spooky effect. Okay. And I am seeing people pop on here. I'm not seeing hellos though, because it's not coming up over here. So you guys, please tell me hello, because I'd like to tell you hello. Tell me where you're from. Okay, so now what I'm going to do first is I am going to wax it, and I'm just using this Johnson wax paste. I think I got it at Lowe's. Okay, any kind of wax kind of stuff will work. I'm just doing it because it helps release the transfer so it does not curl, because we definitely do not want the transfer to leave any adhesive behind or curl. So this is just helping you take it all back up later. Now, if I were using, normally, this time of year, I have a board in my living room that I change out with seasons, but I put something on there that I really, really like, and I don't want to wash it off. Because our paste, if they go on a chalkboard surface, will wash off. And I just really did not want to wash it off. So we're doing it on this board. I'm like, I don't want to wash that off, so I'm going to leave it, and I'm going to do this. So even though I could wash it off in the other room, in fact, I will show you later. how you can wash it off depending on the surface, or even sometimes if you wax a board really, really good, sometimes it'll come off, but you probably get some shadowing, and then that would mean that you would want to definitely repaint the board. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is okay, first things first. Back here, it says back trick or treat. And the reason why I did that was so that I did not put the transfer back on the wrong side, because if I did that, I could totally ruin my backer, stretch my transfer. It'd be horrible. Now, I've used this transfer quite a few times already. I've probably used it a good 6-7 times maybe. It's not super sticky, so I'm not even going to fuzz it. But normally I would fuzz it, and we will probably fuzz the next one. But since this one has been used so much, I'm just going to be able to lay it down here. You guys don't need to see me so much. So I'm just going to lay this out where I want it. And I hope that I measured it correctly, that I can get, yes, I can get everything on here. Okay. So, yeah, this one, I might have even used it more than that, because I know I've used parts of it, because I used the spider, and I used this part and everything multiple times. So I've probably used this one, oh, I don't know, quite a few times. So I want to just really make sure that I get all the, in fact, I'm going to take my squeegee. This is our 4-inch squeegee, and I'm just going to start really pressing down, making sure I'm getting all those air bubbles out. Ooh, not like that. Not if I pick it up and then... Okay, now our bigger transfers are a little more challenging, especially when they've been well loved. But, you know, I'm all good with that. And even still, even if it's not sticky anymore, I would not get rid of my transfers, because of the fact that I can do some little tricks to kind of make them a little more sticky. I can, in fact, this right here, I'm not liking how unsticky that piece is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a disinfectant wipe, and I'm just going to kind of wash it down with a disinfectant wipe. Because this down here, I've used this part so many times. And when this dries in just a second, it's going to start getting really, really, it kind of brings back the sticky. But also, you can, once you've used it and used it and used it and used it, you can do like an adhesive spray and spray on your board. And then put this down, like, you know, a pixie spray or something. See, look how much stickier that is right there. Oh yes, much better. And that just kind of helps reactivate the stick. I mean, you can see the staining from me using this one so much last year. Because I really did. I used parts of it. I used the heck out of this one. Okay, so I'm just trying to get all the air pockets out. And it's like, once you think you've got them out, then go back over it. Now, our smaller transfers, you're not going to have near the issue because it's not as big. You know, obviously, stating the obvious here, it's not as big. So you don't have as much of an issue. There's some stuff. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to wipe this whole thing down. Because I think that it's got a little fuzz right there. It's like when you start really feeling the transfer, sometimes you can feel like there's something under it. And I was feeling like there was something under it, and I'm like, why is it not coming down the way I want it to? So we just pick it back up. That's what I love about this. All right, let's see here. So you just have to be a little more patient when you're working with our big E-size transfers. So if this is your first time watching me, let me know. Because I love having newbies on here. If you have questions, let me know. I'm kind of having a little issue with comments. You know what? Where is my iPad? I'm going to grab my iPad and see if I can see comments. Amanda Coulter, you guys, comment for me. Please. Let's see. Because I love having newbies on. Let's get out of this. Okay, so I'm going to see if it's going to let me see comments on this one. I see like nothing. That's nice. I'm telling you, the algorithms that I'm dealing with right now, it's going to push me to YouTube, I think. Let's see if I can tag Christy. I don't know why it's not letting me tag Christy. Alright. Well, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna get all these air bubbles out. So honestly, on this one, that is going to be the most time-consuming part. But you want to use your patience on this because it's going to be worth it. Okay, see, I got a little ripple right there. So, oh my goodness, last night, in fact, make sure that you are on my Chalking with Charlotte site and watch. Last night we inked, so we used our inks, which are different than our pastes. Our pastes come in jars with black lids, and our inks come in jars with white lids. And obviously one says ink, one says paste, but sometimes it can get confusing when you're on the website. And we inked my grandson, one of my grandsons. I am blessed to have two wonderful grandsons. And we inked my grandson a Halloween shirt. This is what we did last night. And look at the little faces on that bat. Isn't that like the freaking cutest little thing? And then it says trick or treat up here. Well, gee, here, let me throw stuff on the floor. Because I am good like that. Woohoo. Okay. All right. There we go. Okay. So now we are going to do a shimmer up here, which I did not do last year because we did not have a white shimmer last year. Should have pulled these out, but you know, I was eating dinner and then stuff happened. Okay, so we're gonna do that in white. Then we're gonna do, wonder if the bats would, or the, I don't know if the spiders would show up in a black shimmer or not. We could always try it, and if it, no, we're gonna do it. We're not gonna do it that way. We're gonna do this color. Let's see, we need white. Where is white? No, that's not white. Okay. You guys remind me a candy corn. It goes white, orange yellow, or yellow orange. I think it's orange yellow. Ooh, that's not good. That was open. That's not good. We're going to have to probably hydrate that a little bit. Hey, Chris. A candy corn. Is it white, orange, yellow?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm kind of wondering if we can get away with trying to do a black spider, or we might be able to.
Especially if it's a sparkly spider.
Sparkly spider. Oh, see? The hubs. He knows his stuff. Okay, so sparkly spider. All right. Okay, so I'm missing white. I think that's all I'm missing here. Ooh, 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 ooh. Do I want to do the arrows? What do you want the Happy Halloween in? Do you want it in the sparkly purple?
Yep.
I knew it. Now, the sparkly purple, you guys, was a designer exclusive for those of us that signed up to go to ChalkCon. We were supposed to get to go to wonderful Florida, and then, you know, everything happened. So we still had a ChalkCon, but it was done via internet. We Zoomed it like everything else this year. But we got this wonderful shimmer purple that I'm hoping they're going to actually make available to the public. But right now it's not, and I'm really sorry about that, but we're going to use it anyway. Okay, so I think those are the colors that we want to use. So we have white. We're going to do like a candy corn here. Honey, I don't know if that purple's gonna look good there. We're gonna see. Huh? We'll see. Okay, so we're gonna do those there. We're gonna do the shimmer. Hey, Lauren, we're gonna do the shimmer for all of our spider webs, which is going to be kind of a neat little trip because I'm going to have to cover those. So, I can cover them after, I think. I haven't tried that yet. So you guys get to see me do something that I haven't even tried. Okay, so orange, for sure, right? White, orange, yellow. Okay, so and I'm going to put this wonderful Bless This Mess, because this is me. I'm a mess right now. I'm going to put this right over here so that I remember to show you how to wash off our paste when you're ready to change it out for the season on chalkboards. Okay, we're going to need this. This is our mister. And I am putting distilled water in here because our pastes are non-toxic. And you do not want to add water, regular water. You want to add the purest form of water that we have, which is distilled water. Because otherwise you can introduce bacteria and everything to our paste, and then it is a possibility that they can mold. So you definitely don't want that. Okay, so we've got that. I'm going to make sure all my pastes are ready. So I'm just going to give it a little squirt. I'm going to take my stir. And I just want a cake batter consistency. There we go. Perfect cake batter consistency. The main one I'm worried about is this orange one, because somehow that did not get closed all the way when I used it. I don't even know when I used it. Was it last night? Did I use it on anything last night? I don't know. I mean, it's not too bad, but it's a little thick, so we're gonna just put a squirt in there. And make sure you do not stir over your project, because sometimes it has a tendency to splash a little, and then that's always fun to clean up. Okay, so now we got that one. Man, sometimes my hands just do not want to work. Okay. So now let's see how our yellow is. Yeah, our yellow is a little thick. So I'll just throw that in, and then, like I said, not over my project. Ooh, see, that one did splash a little. These are great because kids can use them. I've had my my granddaughter, she has chalked. And my niece, man, she has been chalking with me for a while. She's even inked with me, because inking is also non-toxic. So she's inked quite a few of her shirts. So, and hopefully when this is all over, all of my grandchildren will get to ink and everything with me. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not seeing a lot of comments. So if you're commenting and I don't see you, or I don't welcome you on, it's not because I don't want to say hi to you or I'm ignoring you or whatever. It's just I'm not seeing you. Wonderful algorithms that I'm dealing with tonight. Woohoo. But I appreciate you joining me. And remember to spread the love to your crafty friends, your non-crafty friends. Because a lot of my friends that say, oh, I'm not crafty, and then they start doing this and they're like, oh, I can do this. No, really? I knew that. I had every faith in you. Okay, let's see here. We're going to start out with this one. We're going to start out doing our... Okay, so all I did was just take my squeegee and put some of this paste on. And then I'm going to take it right back off. I am going to do these arrows in the shimmer, I think. because I think that would be kind of cool. Now, our shimmers do take a little bit longer to dry, which is kind of nice because you want to make sure that you work pretty quickly with the paste so that it doesn't dry with what you're doing. You don't want it to dry in your screens. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and we are going to do the, can you guys see all the way up there? Trying to see if you can see. It's hard when we do these big boards to get it to where you guys can see everything I'm doing. Okay, so now I am taking back off. Look at all that I'm taking right back off and putting right back in there, and I can use it for our next project. It's like you can use so little of this wonderful stuff because about 80% of what goes on the board comes right back in to your jar. Okay, now I am going to pull this up. I know after I did all of that with making sure that I didn't have any air bubbles, I'm going to pull it up because I do not want it to stick. Can you guys see that? I do not want it to stick in my screens. Okay, so I'm just going to lay that right back down. And now I got to do the exact same thing and make sure I'm not got any. Should have just done this little guy while I was at it, but that's okay. Make sure I've not got any wonderful air bubbles and I can hear them. So I'm like, oh, I can hear it. No, get back down. No air bubbles. Okay. So now I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to do this because do I want to, I think I'm going to tape off first. We have been having a lot of really weirdness going on in our neighborhood. I don't know what the heck is going on. Okay, you know what? I just made a decision. We will put some sparkle back over these after, I think. I don't know. Oh, I hear someone out there. Okay, so I'm going to try. Now, this is our placement tape. And it's really inexpensive, but if you can't get it, you can use washi tape. Don't use painter's tape. Painter's tape is a little too harsh because you don't want to pick up any of the transfer. Honey, I think there's someone like out there. I think he's in there watching TV and doesn't even hear it. Might just be the neighbors. You know how sound carries in the desert? It's kind of like doing that, you know. This one takes a little more prep because of the way that I'm doing this. If I were to just be like, oh, no big deal with these, and you know what? I'm kind of okay with it just going with the colors. So I'm just going to go with the colors because otherwise I could be here half the night taping off all these things. And I could do that, but you know, that's like watching paint dry. Who wants to do this? Let's get to the fun. I like the fun. Okay, so now I'm going to take another squeegee, another one of our minis. Let's see, I'm going to go ahead. Now, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it white. So, I've got my white. And I'm trying to make sure that I've got all those air bubbles out. And I'm also can use my squeegee and the paste to like help me really push that down. That's why I'm kind of going up. Like I see this air bubble right here. So I'm just pushing it down. And it should be okay. If we got a little boo-boo, I can fix it. Oh yeah, because I can hear it. And it's just because I have done this one on wood. I've done this one on canvas. I've done it on our boards. I've done it, gosh, I don't even know what other things. And then I've used parts of it on all kinds of stuff. Okay. I have an air bubble right there, and I have an air bubble right there. I can totally see it. Oh. Okay. So I'm hoping that I can just like push it out. No big deal. But I'm also not looking for perfection because I want it to be that vintagey wonderfulness that is this transfer. Okay, so now I've got all of that done. Now I'm going to, let's see, where's my white lid? Now I'm going to put orange. I'm going to put orange. See, I gotta remember what order this goes. I'm pretty sure it's orange. Because we're doing like a candy corn look here. And I want them to kind of mingle. So that's why I'm going up a little bit. I want that mingling a little. That's why I decided, forget it. I'm not even going to try and cover up those spider webs because I'm okay with them being different colors. I can go back over them later if I decide with the shimmer. Okay, and then I'm going to go yellow. Now, you will see staining on my transfer because especially yellows and oranges, they have so much pigment in them that they will really, they can stain the board or stain our transfers. But as long as your silk screens are clean, you're good. Okay, so I want that to really kind of mingle right there. So I'm just kind of getting in here. In fact, I'm just going to kind of circle this around a little, just kind of mingle it in. And then also up here. Okay, and then I'm going to make sure I get all that excess off, because if I don't get all the excess off, then I have to wash it off. So I would rather scrape it off than wash it off. Okay. Woo. There we go. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick this up, because I don't want it to dry on my screens. Oh, you guys, look at that. Can you guys see that? Pound those hearts if you're seeing what I'm seeing. Okay. Now I want to do the spider. And I know I've got some little oopsies that I'm going to have to fix, but I can fix those, so I'm not worried about them. So I'm going to put the spider down. And I got a little bit of this other color, but that's okay. So we're going to see how it looks with having this shimmer on our spider. I think he's just getting more and more to where he really thinks that I can do more and more trick stuff on my transfers. Oh yeah, just make sure it's shimmer here and this there. Stinker butt. Okay. So now I know that this right here, I'll be able to go in with like a damp rag and I'll be able to fix that. So I'm not worried about that. Okay, so now the ore. Trying to figure out how I want to do the ore. Why don't we do it in shimmer? Because then I can get this particular, I can get that one there. Let's see how it looks. Who knows? Like I said, I mean, worst case scenario, I wash it off, repaint the board. And I know if this one does come back in stock, he's going to be like, you got to buy another one of those guys. Kind of like the Victorian skull that I did the other night. We're all hoping that one comes back in. Okay, so let's lift that. Oh, that's not too bad. I don't hate that. Okay. Now we're going to go back to, so what are you guys thinking? Tell me what you're thinking. I need to know. Pound those hearts if you love it. Okay, so now we're going back up here to the white again. Oh, shoot. Honey? Chris? Nope, he's not getting what I was thinking that he might have wanted. Because I think he wanted this one white, green, purple. But he can't hear me. I almost want to do it that way though. But I didn't get that out. Let me put this on a little heavier. And the reason why I'm putting this on heavy is because then I can leave it there just a few more minutes while I grab those colors. Because I didn't even think about that's what he wanted. I was thinking he wanted the candy corn on both. But I didn't even think about it. So, white, green. I think he wants the parakeet. Where's my parakeet? Parakeet. So this is, because I'm looking at this and I'm like, oh, I bet he wants it like he had it last year. Because when I washed it off last year, I'm like, oh, honey, I'll redo it. Well, I'll redo it if I remember how I did it. just getting that wonderful consistency of cake batter. Putting distilled water in there and then stir, stir, stir. I could use a tiny bit more. Okay, that should be fine. And where is my purple? Okay, there we go. That's purple Regal. Some of these I haven't used in quite a while. So when I haven't used them in a while, it's like I have to work with them a little. There we go. You just have to put a little water in them, get that cake batter consistency, and it's perfect. Okay. Whoa! Okay, so we're going to do this green. Okay. And I know that I have way more than what I need on here. So I'm just going to take up that excess. And I'm going to take up the excess in just a second on that white. Where did I put the lid? There we go. And then we'll do this purple. This is that Regal. I love this Regal. Look at how gorgeous. You guys are really quiet tonight, or else I'm really not getting comments. I feel like I'm talking to myself tonight, guys. Okay, so we get all that excess off. Where did I put the purple lid? Now, I know that you guys are sitting there like, it's right there. It's right there. Because I do it when I watch my other friends doing this, and I'm like, yep, it's right there. Like the other night, I was looking for my paper towel, and I'm like, I almost sat on it. I'm like, yeah, you guys were sitting there watching, saying, uh-huh, it's right there. Okay, yes, I know that it has a little bit of white in it, but that's okay, because I'll just mix it in. Get that out of there. Let's get a little bit of this. Smooth it around. Now I'm going to smooth these around. Ooh, it's getting dry. Hopefully I'm not too dry. Nope, we're golden. What do you think? That looks pretty good. Okay. So now, he wanted this down here, that shimmer, but we'll, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Let me wash my finger off here. Well, thank you. Oh, is Abby watching? Hey, Abby. How you doing, girl? Okay, so now I'm going to, let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead and do this guy because he's kind of a pain with all these little arms. Oh my goodness, I talked to Michelle tonight. That sounds amazing, except I don't like the fact that you guys aren't going to be like right here. But hopefully that one works. I went over and I gave her her birthday gift, which, if you didn't watch last night, she loves trees. And so we did a Christmas tree farm one for her last night, with the tree being in shimmer copper. And it turned out absolutely beautiful. Okay. So, we're just going to work quickly here. Okay, got a little of the white in there, but that's okay. I think that this Shimmer Frost came back in stock, and I need to check it out because I definitely need to buy more. Especially once we get done with our other side, because we are going to do the whole thing in this Shimmer Frost. I might hit a couple berries in the red, but the rest is going to be all in this frost. Because it is just beautiful. And I wish, honestly, you guys, I wish that the cameras would do it justice. And it just does not. Okay. Now I'm going to get the Shimmer Purple for the Happy Halloween. And I think it'll go fine with... Man, I'm going to have a ton of little squeegees to wash up tonight. But they're silicone, so they're like super easy, just like washing your silicone utensils. You know how easy they are to wash? It's the same thing. So we'll see how this works. I haven't done this one yet with the shimmer. So I'm just working kind of quickly because I do not want it to dry in my silk screens, but I know that I have a little bit of leeway because it is the shimmer, and the shimmer, okay, all of us designers, we go back and forth. We are trying to figure out what they put in here that makes it so beautiful. We think it might be mica powder. We're not real sure. But it's got such a beautiful shimmer to it. See, they're doing it again tonight. I don't know what the heck. Are people like going crazy up your way, Lauren? Last night we had fireworks. We had trucks racing up and down the road. They're just going nuts. Okay. There we go. Now, I'm looking to see. All right, the spiders show up better in person. Definitely for sure. And then I've got that little oopsie. So I can just take this, just a wet rag, and I can just kind of, oops, that had some yellow on it. Don't do it that way. Just grab another one. It doesn't really matter because I'll be okay. This is just a disinfectant wipe because that's what I have handy right here. But you can use just a wet paper towel. I just don't have one handy right at the moment. So I can just kind of clean this up. That's cute. It kind of washing cloth. So which means that I will just touch it up with some paint. And I was kind of afraid of that because of the fact that I painted it literally minutes before I went to go live. Okay, see, I am going in each one of these little areas, and it's not bugging the rest of it because once it's dry, you can totally just run your hand all over it, and it's not going to mess up. Okay. So there's going to be some little oopsies here and there that I will take care of, but I'm sure you don't want to watch that the whole time. I will definitely post a picture. But see, look. I can just rub my hand all over it, no big deal. Nothing's going to happen to it once it's completely dry. So we even have a little detail tool that we just got. And I can take this little detail tool and just kind of flake away a little bit of the spots that might have come up a little. But yeah, right here, I washed off the paint. So no big deal. I'll just hit it with some more paint. Tell me what you guys think. Can you guys see all of it? What do you guys think? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to this side. Actually, I'm going to set this aside for a second, and I'm going to close up all my jars because we're going to do the Christmas one in just a minute. See this pokey tool? It's like a hard silicone. And then on here, it's been quiet, huh? Yeah, man, we had trucks last night racing all over the freaking road. It was like, my gosh, what the heck? They're revving up and down, and then we have really big fireworks and everything. We were just like, what in the world is going on? The dogs were going crazy all through the neighborhood. And Rathan said the same thing, that she was completely fine on her area. Okay, so I'm just cleaning off my jars, and I'll do this more because like this one, because it didn't get closed, and probably because I was going to go back and I was going to make sure I got it really clean on my edges so that it stays nice and connected. So it's a little drier than what I like in that area. Yeah, so I mean, it was crazy last night. And then I guess we have someone in the neighborhood that is like going around, and doesn't matter if you have security lights or camera or what, they're going around and checking your car doors and rummaging through your car. So make sure you guys have your cars locked. I'm like, what the heck is this neighborhood coming to? Or maybe they're coming to our neighborhood. That might be more like it. So I'm just getting my jars cleaned up and shut up. And then we are going to do that wonderful mammoth Christmas sign. And I absolutely love this Christmas sign that we're going to do. And I think we're going to do it all in the shimmer. Because it is a black surface, I think that we're just going to do it all in that shimmer frost. Okay, I want to make sure that I get these all closed up. Especially after I left that one open. I can't believe I left that open. It's like I've never done that. I was really tired that night though. So, And I went by and saw Mom today, and she's running a fever, but they have her on antibiotics and stuff. And I know she's septic, you know. And I was surprised that they sent her home as quickly as they did, but... And she was just shivering. Poor thing was so frozen. Where do I buy my chalk colors? Right here on my site, dear. Yeah, check back, Lauren. Now, I will show you guys before I do the Christmas one. I'll show you guys really quick a neat little trick about our chalk paste. I mean, look, can you see the shimmer in that? It's like it doesn't show up good for photographing on our artwork and stuff that we do. And I'll also, I'll bring the camera up so that you can see this wall, because you guys don't need to look out there. Look at that. Like the shimmer purple, you can kind of see right here on those door tags. It just doesn't do it justice on camera. But I mean, it is so beautiful. And then our inks are permanent once heat set. Okay, I'm gonna put this in here. This is the older transfer. That's the only reason why I have it in a little bit of water. For newer ones that they've redone, they have gone a little more eco-friendly, so they're telling us not to leave them in water. Okay, so let me show you this, and then I'm going to show you a neat little trick that we can do with them. Can you guys see the shimmer, like on that purple and the, what are those things? Spider webs. Can you see that? It's like a little bit, maybe. I don't know. It's really hard to see. I try so hard to capture it, but it's really difficult to capture. Okay, and then I'm going to show you that if you use like a chalkboard, so this is a chalkboard just from the dollar store. Okay, once our chalks are dry, they will stay on until you decide to take them off. All right, so now if you wanted it permanent, I would say get like a Krylon clear and put it on. So what I'm going to do is I'm just using water. Yes, this is distilled water. That doesn't matter. Distilled water matters only when you stick it in the paste to make it that cake batter consistency. Okay, so we have this really handy tool. This is our chalk scraper. Do you need a chalk scraper? No. Does it make your life easier? Yes. You can use like a gift card or something like that. Just something to scrape. Where's my paper towel? I know I put my paper towel. Okay, here. There we go. Okay, so then what you can do is you can just start scraping it. Now, I will probably have a little bit of showing because this is a 99-cent store or Dollar Tree, but I feel like every hydrator takes. Now I'm just going to put the paper towel down, the water. And I have my water erasers. I can go in here and take off more. Now, this, because it is not one of our surfaces, it is you know, just a cheapy chalkboard, you can kind of see a little bit of ghosting, just a little bit. But once you put another piece on there, or else even use the back, you're not going to notice it so much, depending on what you put on there. But that's what's so cool about our chalks, because if you put it on boards similar to this, or wipe off boards or something like that, windows, you can do windows, you can do your appliances. Once you do that, you can totally take it back off. That is what is so amazing about our products with our chalks, because you can have like certain boards in your house that you know, certain frames that you really love with your chalkboards in and stuff, and just change it out for the season. Now that's normally what I do, but the one that I have in there right now, I love so much that I don't want to take it off. That's why we're doing it on this board. In fact, you know what? Hang on just a second and I will grab it and show you what I mean. Okay. Okay, I just dusted, guys, but no promises. This is probably dusty again. I live in the desert. What do you do? Okay. This is the board that I normally change out. But I absolutely love this one. It's done with our shimmer copper, which is my favorite color. And I think I did almond, which June has replaced for almond. And it says, let's see, in this house, we love, we laugh, we say I'm sorry, we forgive, we pray, we have fun, we sing, we hug, we are family. And once I did this, I was like, I'm not changing that. So normally I would wash this one off. I would do this one, that trick or treat one I would do on here. And then at Christmas I would come back and I would do the Christmas on here. Because this board has had the trick or treat and it has had the Christmas. Now with our Chalk Couture boards, it has the hanger here and up here. What are those called? Alligator hangers or something? So you can hang it either way. That is a little dusty on top. Okay, so I couldn't reach the top. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do this side. And this side is going to be Christmas. I know, now do you understand why I'm like, nope, not doing it, not changing it out. So we're doing this, and we're going to put it someplace else, because I like that other one. And also the family one that I have way up there, that I'd have to get a ladder because they have like open beam ceilings. I'd have to get a ladder to get it down to show you. But it is on here in one of my other lives. You will see family, and that one turned out really cool. I did it with just, I think it was an oak frame, and I put a chalkboard in a vintage oak frame with and I did it all in copper. So right now I'm just waxing this because I want to make sure that it does not stick. Our transfer does not have a hard stick on the board. So on wood and on mainly on surfaces that are not chalkature chalkboards. Are like reclaimed boards, I will do I would go ahead and do those. I would go ahead and wax those. Okay, and it's just, I just use Johnson paste wax. Doesn't matter, any kind of paste wax. All right, so we are going to do, now this is another big transfer. This is wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This was our vault transfer. So this one, unfortunately, I'm so sorry, guys. I think it might have just sold out. But I can always recreate for you. Normally I would be like, oh, I'm not going to do it because, but you know what? Okay, I wrote on the back so that when I go to put it back on the backer, I know which one it is and I know what the back is. So now the first thing I'm going to do, because this one is very, very sticky, it is brand new. So the first thing I am going to do is fuzz this puppy. And when they're really big like this, and it's a first time use, because see how it's already wanting to stick on itself, which is okay. I can do this. All right, so now we're back down here so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to take my fuzzing cloth. Now, do you need a fuzzing cloth? No. You can use a towel, your shirt, your boobs, that kind of thing. As long as they're covered, you can do that. But with the E-size transfer, you have to have pretty big boobs. Okay. So I did that side. Now I'm going to pull it up on this side. You just want to do exactly what it says. You are fuzzing. You are putting lint on the transfer so that it does not stick so hard that it does not, it doesn't come up easy when you pull it back up. Okay, that's pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and pull it all the way off. Now, if I was scared of doing this, you could even go half and then half again as you're pulling up. You can put like half down and then half, the other half, pull the backer off and put the other half. But I've worked with quite a few of these and it's like no biggie. If it gets caught on itself, I know I can pull it apart so I don't get shook about it. If I get really, oh my gosh, it's really sticky, I can always take it over to the water in my sink and get it wet. And when it gets wet, the adhesive goes away. And when it dries, the adhesive comes back. Okay, this one, I am just going to do it all in Shimmer Frost because I absolutely adore that Shimmer Frost. And I just think it is going to look so rich just having that Shimmer Frost. I thought about doing it all in the red. Okay, so I'm pulling the audience here, so I need participation, guys. Excuse me. I have, this is the one I want, I think. Yes. I have this that I could do. I could even just do, or I can do the Shimmer Frost that we saw before. The white Shimmer Frost. Because I kind of want to make it just a one and done. So what do you guys think? because I just want to do a one and done. I want to show you guys how to do a one and done, especially on a big mammoth guy like this. Okay, I am taking my 4-inch squeegee and I'm just really making sure this one's down. The other one is like I knew I could fiddle with it because I knew I was going to paste and pull. So which color? What was the question? Okay, should I do it all in the sparkly red, which is the shimmer crimson, or all in the shimmer frost white, which is beautiful too? That's what I was going with first. Or I could do it all in the frost and then just go back and just do berry dots in the crimson. Right? On white frost. Yeah, I think it's going to be gorgeous. Okay, so I love this white. It is, oh, it is so, so beautiful, you guys. Okay, I'm just mixing it up because I got a little tiny piece of black in there and it's not going to hurt. So I just want to make sure that it's all diluted. All right, so can you guys see the top of the board? I'm looking to see. Yeah, I think so. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start putting a bunch up here, okay? And I'm not worried about how much I'm using because I know a bunch of it is going to come right back into the jar. Okay? So, I'm taking my 4-inch squeegee. This is like a must for these big ones. I am just pulling it right down. And I think this board is actually soaking up a little more paste than what I thought, but that's okay because you know what? It's going to be beautiful. So we'll have to use a little bit more, but I'm okay with that because, but look at, see how much is on there? So we'll just grab it. Scrape that off there. Okay, I'm going to just go ahead and put some more on. And I think this is a staple color now. I don't think it's an in vogue color. When we have in vogue colors, that means once the catalog is over, it's gone. As soon as it sells out, it's gone. But I believe that they made this one a staple, which I really hope because it's, whoops, it is just beautiful. Just got to get that tail right there. Come on. Oh, that's got a little tiny bubble right there. Doggone. Okay, so now I'm just going to go over the whole thing. Make sure that I get all that excess goodness. Make sure I don't have any harsh lines. I have a little spot right there that it missed. And look at all that I'm going to be putting right back in my jar. So I will scrape all that right back in that jar really quick because I want to pull this up and do that wonderful reveal. Okay, here we go. Now when you pull up, pull straight up. Oh my gosh. That is beautiful. Okay, we've got one little spot here, and I could feel that we had a air bubble, but that's okay because I can fix that little spot. And then I got a little paste right there. I'll wash off. No big deal. But look at this beautiful piece. Isn't that gorgeous? And oh man, can you see this? Like next to the Christmas tree, shining off the Christmas lights. Gosh, I wish you could see the shimmer on this. It just doesn't do it justice on here. I'm trying to see what you guys see. Yeah, I cannot get that shimmer. Maybe a little bit there. But oh my goodness, isn't that beautiful? Hey, Raythan. I didn't see you hop on, honey. Did you just get here? So I've got that. Look at this double-sided board. And we have shimmer on this board too. And the shimmer is always so much better in person. Isn't that beautiful? Okay, so now I can blow dry that and get it completely dry within just minutes. But I'm gonna let it sit because I'm gonna show you guys how to clean the transfers. Because taking care of your transfers is just as important as anything else on this. And I'm getting all of that wonderful shimmer goodness put right back in here because we don't want to lose any of that. Okay. Oh, just for a minute? Okay. I was going to say, I didn't think I saw you. All right. So now, with our shimmers, it's going to be, because there's a lot of shimmer, and the shimmer likes to stay. See, look. I missed a little pocket right there. I know, ridiculous, right? I'm putting it right back in my jar because this stuff is so gorgeous. So, it's like if I can get more up, I will put it in the jar. I know, ridiculous. All right, so the first thing I do is I'm going to get my transfer wet. Now, if I was not on a live, honestly, these big E-size transfers, I take them to my bathtub. If you have a big, like a big farmhouse sink or something, you can do it. No problem in your sink. But these big mama jammas, they take some space. And especially since we did 2 of them tonight. So I just kind of go across. I'm getting, look at, can you guys see that shimmer? Oh my goodness. So much shimmer. It's like even the paper towel is pretty. And when you are working with the shimmers on your transfers, it doesn't matter what you do, you are still going to have some shimmer sparkle. Okay, let me not say shimmer, but you're still going to have some sparkle on your transfer because that's just the nature of the beast with this big old guy. With any of our shimmers. But as long as your silk screens are completely clear, you're fine. It's not going to matter that it has some sparkle to it. So I have a disinfectant wipe. You can use disinfectant wipes. Just make sure that they do not have any bleach. I got lucky the other day at Aldi and actually found some disinfectant wipes. So, okay. Now I'm also going to take my board eraser once I get a lot of the excess. I try to get the excess first and then go for my board eraser because it just means that my board eraser lasts a little longer. Okay, that's it. That's it. We're done for the night. Look at, we're just going to leave my work mat just like this. Look at this, you guys. So pretty. So pretty. I hate to wash it off. It's like, oh, so gorgeous. It reminds me of like the old chalkboard art. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what it reminds me of, is that old chalkboard art. Let me just throw that over there for a sec so I can get this stuff off. Yeah, because that's kind of what it reminds me of, the old, beautiful chalkboard art. Just that subtle gorgeousness. Oh, now you can really see the shimmer here. Can you see all that shimmer on there? That is what is all over this. Okay, now I have a little water over here, so I'm just kind of shimmying that around. And usually I will grab a big towel, just one of my old towels, and I forgot to kind of get this cleaned up. But basically that's all you're doing, is you're just rinsing off the whole thing. Our board erasers are amazing. I use my board eraser and water. And then, you know, I took the disinfectant wipe mainly because I'm in here. But look at how much more it did down here, with just using my board eraser. It just takes a little bit of doing on the big ones. The big ones can be a little intimidating, but oh my gosh, they're so worth it because they are so beautiful. So it's just getting that shimmer. And I will get most of this off, and then I'll take it to the shower after and just give it one quick rinse. And you want to make sure you do both sides. Because also, remember, we put that fuzzing on here, and so you want to get all that fuzzing back off. So you want to make sure that you clean both sides. And then I'll just take, because this is really wet, and because I'm in here, I will use a paper towel and just kind of get a lot of that water out. But I still have a lot of the shimmer. But like I said, as long as your silk screens are clear, you're good. Now I'm going to show you the other one. Let's see, let me fold it the other way. And then once you're finished, honestly, what I do is I put a towel down, and then I put it sticky side up, and I let it dry. And then once it's dry, then I put it on its backer. Okay, now this other one that we did, the trick or treat one, it's kind of just been wadded up a little. So I'm just going to undo it. And I'm going to take my wet paper towel first, just because it still got a lot of paste on there. And we're still going to have some of the shimmer on this also because of using the shimmer paste. And I will get like the staining like this and this. Let me show you, okay? All right, now I'm not talking about what's in this silk screen. Let me put you down a little bit. But do you see like right here where there's a little bit like green? Now, our board eraser will get most of this. But the green and the yellow, a lot of times will stain it a little bit. And it was already stained from last year because, like I said, I used the heck out of this transfer last year. See where it has this staining? Now, once it's clean, because obviously it's not clean, but once the silk screen is completely clean, and it's completely clear, it's not going to matter that this part has some color to it, that this color is stained, as long as this is completely clear, if that makes sense to you guys. I'm getting to the point where I'm just about as far as I can clean this one in here without taking it to the shower and showering it down. Like I said, if you have like a big farmhouse sink or something, then you can definitely use that. Okay, so now I just want to remind you guys, I want to thank you for watching, and definitely make sure you guys spread the love. Join my VIP group. Once we get to 100, we're going to start doing bundles and stuff like that in there. And doing little specials and stuff. So we just need to get to 100 people. And, okay. And remember, there are 3 ways to experience Chalk Couture. Number 1 is you can go to my website right here, chalkcouture.com/chalkingwithcharlotte, and you can just shop, or you can reach out to me and you can place an order through me. Either one works. You can, the second way is you can become a club member. Club members, in fact, right now, club members get $5 off when they spend $50, or when they make a $50 order. Every month, it's always something different. And also, club members get special pricing after they sign up. Our Club of the Month transfer is this one here. This is October. If you want this one, it will be an add-on, which would be a $19.99 plus tax and shipping of $6.95. Because it's an add-on. You will also get 3 coordinating paste packets that go with it. So 3 paste packets, and I'm sorry, I can't remember the colors right now offhand. Reach out to me if that is something that you would want to know, or else they will say online, I believe, also. And it's a 3-month commitment. but they do not charge your account until the 5th of every month. So, and then it's just for the 1 month, and then the next month, and then the next month. And so they charge your account on the 5th of every month, and then they start sending out the transfers. And then let's see. There's always specials every month for club members. Also, you also have a third way, which is to become part of my team and the awesome Chalk Couture family and get 40% off all the time. It is a $99 plus tax and shipping for $250 kit. And you have minimums. It's $150 per quarter. But that's like super easy to do, and it's $19.99 a month for your website fee, and you will end up. You do get the club transfer every month. You just don't get the paste packets because I feel like you already are getting the paste. But you get 40% off and then a one-time 15% off coupon that you can combine with your 40% off. Most companies will not allow you to do that. So that's pretty awesome. Tina, did you come on? Hey girl, how are you? Such good news, honey. So you can find all the information right here at chalkcouture.com/chalkingwithcharlotte. And if you have any questions, always reach out to me. Tina, let me show you what we did tonight, hun. This is our shimmer frost. So this is very shimmery. It's just hard to see. I just can't capture it. And then on this side, we did Trick or Treat, and it has black spiders that are shimmery that are kind of trying to see if I can get it in this light. It's like you can see them in person, but in the light they're a little more difficult. Trying to see if I can get them. So that's what we did tonight. But I am so happy about your news, girl. Yay! So, yeah. So now with this transfer, I will do another rinse in the tub. I'll just take my shower handle and just rinse it off really good. And then once it's dry, it will go right back on the backer on the super silky side, not the side that we wrote on. So I think that is it for tonight, unless you guys have questions. I'm just cleaning up. Look at all of those guys that we used tonight. Lots of clean up. I throw them over here. I have a little tub that has like this much water in it because they don't want us to have our transfer sitting in water. So it's just enough just to get my sponges wet and just to kind of dunk my transfers real quick, because we don't want to mess up our transfers. And the better you take care of your transfer, the longer it lasts. Because like I said, this was last year's transfer, and I used the crap out of this transfer last year, and I will probably do the same again this year. So I will take it to the tub and just clear it off again so that I can get as much of the shimmer off as possible, and scrape it down one more time with my board erasers. and then just kind of pat it dry with a towel and let the rest of it just air dry and go back onto the backer once it's dry. So you can see lots of yellow. Our yellows and our greens and our reds are like super pigmented. So I'm just, this is another thing that is one of our chocolateers, and I absolutely love this mat. You wouldn't even know that I paint the crap all over this thing, and then I just take my board eraser and I just clean it up. But I abuse this mat. Just don't put heat on it. Don't use your easy press on it. Don't do that. One of my friends did that. It wasn't good. I was like, when she did it, I was thinking, does she know something I don't know? No, it was not good. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, I think that's it for tonight. Thank you all so much for hanging in there with me. And hopefully you learned something fun tonight. And like I said, if you have any questions, reach out. And I will catch you guys on the next video. Well, thank you so much for joining me on my video tonight, or today, or whenever it is that you're watching. Definitely don't forget to subscribe, follow, and hit that bell. Also, don't forget to follow me on Facebook, join my VIP page, Chalking with Charlotte VIP, and don't forget, you can join up as a designer. You can become a club member, or you can just shop. So all links are below, and I will catch you guys on the next video.